Three payment option. Now let's talk about option one. Now option one is the option you want to sell. You're going to use all your focus and energy on selling option one. Now option one offers the lowest monthly payment, but it offers a higher initial payment simply because we're offering maybe a 200 BF. So let's use the same scenario that we used within the introduction. Let's just assume that it's 298. 298 is the total. That's a $200 BF. Your monthly payments are $70 a month. Now, the concept of using three payment option simply is to offer multiple options, but your main focus is going to be on selling the idea that option one is the lowest one. Now, you're going to add more closing tools or more information to add value to your initial payment, similar as it's a one-time payment only. You're never going to pay this $298 in the future as long as you keep your policy active. This initial payment is never going to be requested. By investing on option one, you're literally technically leaving with the lowest monthly payment, which is literally what you should do, simply because in 6 months and 7 months, you're not going to be focused on the $298. You're going to be focused on the $70 a month. Now, the fact that you're making a decision on leaving with the lowest monthly payment, it gives you that satisfaction that you have the lowest monthly payment through the course of the year. Now, selling option one is crucial. You're going to need to add value. You're going to need to emphasize, elaborate a little bit before you offer any discounts. Now, you're going to use option two to help you convince them that option one is the best one. Now, option two, let's assume that option two is $219, but $110 a month. Now, as soon as you give them the option one, you give them a little bit of information, you see how they feel, and then you tell them, look, I have another option. Now, option two is actually $219 instead of the $298. How does it sound? You have to set them up. Don't give them the information right away. Make it interesting. Give them the initial payment for option two first. $219, tell them, look, it's about $80 lower. How does that sound? And let them respond. They're going to say, oh, that's a lot better. You're going to get them excited. And then you're going to tell them the only problem that option two is actually offering $110 a month. Now, even though you're saving a good $80 a month, they're asking $110, which is $40 more than option one. Now, you got them excited that it's lower, but you gave them an option on the month-to-month basis that's higher. That's going to add value to your option one. Now, at this point, your goal is to do the math on option one and to do the math on option two. The difference between your initial payment and the difference on the monthly payments. So within the monthly payment, we already know that it's a total of $40. So we're gonna do a little bit of math, and don't be afraid to use your calculator, regardless if the math is easy. But it's mandatory to demonstrate. Now, I usually have a calculator and I do the math in front of the client just so they can see exactly what I'm doing, so they can follow me based on actual facts, based on a calculator, based on demonstration, instead of just taking my word for it. And sometimes I'll even tell them, look, let's do the math together to add a little bit of value so they could feel comfortable, so they know that you're doing the math the same way that they're going to do the math. So from 110, which we already know the difference, to 70, that's $40. Now, from 298 to 219, that's $78. I usually round it off, so $80. Now, you're going to tell the customer what option suits you best. What option do you feel it's a lot better? Would you rather invest an additional $79 on a one-time payment, or would you rather pay $40 more every single month? Most likely they're going to tell you, no, I don't want to pay more every single month. The next step is to calculate, to multiply the difference on the monthly payment by 11. because they're going to have 11 payments. So 40 times 11, we're looking at 440. So now you're going to ask them again, what would you rather do? Would you rather invest on a one-time payment of $80 more? So technically, option one, go with the $298. I can help you with two payments. You do $200 today, I'll give you a balance of $98. Would you rather invest on the $298, which is only $8 of a difference, or would you rather pay an additional $440 through the course of the year to save $80? So now literally what you're doing is you're asking them, would you rather pay $80 today, or would you rather pay $440 through the course of the year? Most likely they're going to tell you, no, I'd rather pay those $80 today. And emphasize on the fact that we're going to help them on a two-payment plan. Now, the following step is to multiply the monthly payment times 12. Now, you're going to emphasize that whatever decision they make today, this is the option that they're going to keep through the rest of the year, and also the option that they're going to have the following year. So emphasize on the fact that the initial payment is a one-time payment. So the second year, for the renewal, they're not responsible to pay that amount. So you're going to emphasize on choosing an option today that you're going to be satisfied through the rest of the year and also satisfied the second year. So you're going to do the math between the monthly payments and you're going to multiply it times 12, emphasizing that the second year, there's no initial payment. They're going to be stuck with the actual monthly payment. So in this case, if we do 70 times 12, we're looking at 840 versus 110 times 12, we're looking at 1320. So you're going to ask them, you're going to tell them actually, you're going to demonstrate, you're going to write it down, you're going to tell them, look, another positive reason why you should go with option one is simply because the second year, there's no renewal, there's no initial payment. Technically, you're either going to be satisfied paying $70 a month, or you're going to be upset, frustrated, paying $110 a month. Now, let me do the math for you, sir. Let me do the math so we could demonstrate, so we could see the difference. Now, 70 times 12, you're looking at 840. Write it down for them. 110 times 12, you're looking at 1320. So what would you rather pay? Would you rather pay the 840 the following year or the 1320 the following year? Most likely they're going to say the 840. So tell them, look, either way, just so you can know, it's a difference of $500. It's $480. I usually round it off to the next 100. So tell them literally, look, option one, even though it's $80 more, is going to guarantee to give you the lowest monthly payment, which is $70. Now, by you choosing the $70 a month, you're going to keep the lowest monthly payment through the course of the year. But just in case, if you were to choose option two, you're going to save $80. You're going to pay $440 through the course of the year because you're going to be stuck paying $110 every single month. And the worst of all is that the second year, you're going to pay almost $500 more. So option number one, you invest a little bit more on today's payment. You keep the lowest monthly payment, which you're going to be satisfied through the course of the day. You eliminate paying those $440 for the rest of the year, for the rest of the 11 payments. And most importantly, the second year, you're going to be satisfied simply because you're going to have the lowest rate, which is $840, and you're not going to pay extra money. You're not going to pay an additional $500. So what option would you rather choose? At this point, most likely doing all the math, you have to master the three payment option. You have to do the math. There's 3 levels of calculations. The difference, matter of fact, there's 4 levels of calculations. Number 1, the difference on the initial payment. Number 2, the difference on the monthly payment. Number 3, you calculate the difference of the monthly payment times 11, calculating the difference that they're going to pay for the rest of the year if they choose option 2. Number 4, you do the math of both monthly payments times 12, calculating what they're going to pay the second year. So you got to master these 4 levels of calculations to convince them that option 1 is the best option. Now, option 3 is just an option that, just in case you're still not able to persuade them, you're not able to close them on option 1, then you're just going to tell them that there's a discount, or maybe the mileage discount that we could offer, or that we have a different program where we could help them save a little bit of money. So instead of the $298, you're going to give them maybe $249. So option 3 is just simply giving them a discount on option 1. So instead of the $298, most likely you're going to give them $248, and that should be enough to help close the deal. So option 1 is the option you want to sell. Option 2 is just to add value to option 1. And option 3, just in case you're not able to close them on option 1, is just giving them a discount, lowering the initial payment, lowering your broker's fee to offer an option that they could actually choose from.